Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Planescape Torment. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the open market as we talk to, I think it's only Corvis over here. Oh, this is, yeah, so last episode we got directed to this guy over here, and I thought he might have been the other, there's another guard over here.
Sure, why not?
There is another guard, just don't ask why not. There it is, Drixel. But it's not. It was just that guy. So let's bring everybody over here, including you, Morte, and let's have a chat with the guy. You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction, with spikes flaring. Oh, it's like the other guy. Good day, citizen. I am Guard Corvis. Greetings. How may I help you, citizen? He gives you a friendly look, but glances over your shoulder. I have some questions. He nods to you. I will help you if I can, citizen. How about the market? Well, he looks about the market expectantly. So, he seems to have the same dialogue as the other guy. He talks about the harmonium, and the way they light the order and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, basically it seems they have the same dialogues. Let's try to see what he's looking at. You glance over your shoulder and see Corina wandering nearby. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her as she wanders around. Her name is Corina. He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon, you know her, citizen? He looks at Corina again. Voice of an angel and such a pretty young thing. Yeah, and she's also lonely. I'm certain she would welcome the company of a gentleman.
Updated my journal.
He glances at you, then back at Corina. Oh, excuse me a moment, citizen. And he steps around you and heads towards Corina. Oh, I wanted... Anyway, Corvus returns to you, and he's smiling brightly. Thank you, friend. A wonderful young lady. He looks a little glassy-eyed. Oh, my pleasure. It's fine. Do you know anyone named Byron Pickett? He frowns and nods his head. Yes, I'm familiar with Byron. Yeah, that's the guy that I was asked to ask him about. What can you tell me about him?
Updated my journal.
Officially, nothing. He pauses for a moment before answering. And officially, he is suspected of being behind most of the criminal activity here at the market. We believe him to be responsible for the murder of merchant named Zach. His list of suspected crimes is quite long. He pauses. Anything else?
Updated my journal.
Yes, I would not turn my back to him, and I would think twice about being anywhere along with him. He shrugs. That is all, friend. Okay. Can I ask you anything else? What can you tell me about him? I thought there was another question. No. Okay, well, I guess that's that. I wanted to... Oh, no, wait, it's not. I wanted to talk to you about the merchant Zach,
my journal.
The guy that Byron probably killed. Anything I know about that is harmonium business, citizen. I cannot discuss such matters. Then he pauses. All I can say is that Zach was murdered and an investigation is being conducted. If you discover anything that will further that investigation, please bring it to my attention. Okay, I have some more questions. But I don't, really. Thank you very well.
Learned some new tricks?
Did you now, Anna? Good for you. Good for you. Okay, so now we kind of... We didn't really get an update on the quests that we have. We do need... Well, actually, we could go back to Corina over here. She's just saying hi to everybody. She's very talkative. Hey, let me talk to you. Hey. Corina notices your approach and beams you a happy smile. Hello again. She looks like she is about to burst with excitement. Thank you so much, Cutter. I'm so grateful for what you did. What did I do, Corina? She laughs. You sent Corvus my way? I know because he told me so. He was afraid to approach me, thought I had a list of suitors. Well, what I mean to say is thank you. And she gives you a hug. Oh, you're welcome, Corina. I wish the two of you happiness. Thank you, Cutter. I hope you find happiness in your life as well. Well, I'm not really sure if that's gonna be strictly true. I think I might need happiness in death more than happiness in life, but thank you for the sentiment. It's very nice of her. And we do need to talk to these two guys. And Byron Pickett is over there. We didn't talk to him. Did we not talk to him? Zanthia? You see a pretty young woman in fine clothes. Her skin lacks the usual yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She appears to be watching 3 nearby creatures with interest. Yeah, we need to talk to those. We talked to one already, and the guy that was further down, and told us to go talk to those two. Greetings. She turns to face you, and an annoyed look crosses her face. Yeah? Well, what do you want? I have some questions. Fine. She looks irritated. Who are you? My name is Zanthia. She looks you up and down, then frowns. Is there something else you want? Yeah, what are you doing here? There's going to be a fight and I want to see it. She smiles wickedly. It should be interesting. A fight? Yeah, I see the Thokola or something over there? And she points to three hulking creatures with rippling muscles. They're going to try and kill an Abishai. She snorts. Stupid oafs, she says. Yeah, I've heard of something called an Abishai. What exactly is it? It's a lower plains creature, but Batizu, I think. And she frowns in thought. In any case, Abishai have nasty dispositions, sharp claws, and can cast spells. Very formidable. Yeah, I have made actually an enemy of one earlier, but sure. The Thoboka look like they can take care of themselves. Normally I would say yes. Thoboka, or Thokola, rather, are very powerful warriors. She smiles slyly and leans in to whisper to you. However, I know something they don't. And what might that be? Abishai can only be hurt by magic, she sneakers. Yeah, we know that as well, because we have to kill probably the Abishai that they are trying to kill right now, actually. The Thokola will be slaughtered, I have no doubt of it. And she straightens up and watches the Thokola eagerly. How do you know they can only be hurt by magic? She gives you an annoyed look. My husband is very high up in the Armonium. The Armonian guards are trained to deal with creatures such as Abishai. And she looks away. That's how I know. My husband told me. Why don't you warn the Thokola? Why should I do that? She smiles evilly. I'm the one who suggested the fight. Why? My husband tries to better his social standing with his underlings by drinking with them in the local taverns. Last evening, he forced me to just such an occasion. Those three oafs were there, boasting of their prowess as warriors. It was obvious they were in a drunken stupor when they decided to leave. One of them tripped and fell into the table I was sitting at. And she pauses. Go on. She frowns angrily. Most of the drinks at the table spilled into my lap and ruined a very expensive evening gown. So, wait a minute. I don't know what an evening gown is, apparently. I thought it was the thing that you wore to bed, and that normally is a little bit transparent, just because it's meant to be, like, fresh, sort of, non-pajama thing, but that works like a pajama? I don't know. So while the... Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an evening dress. That's what she means. So while the Cretan was trying to apologize, I whispered to him that I only accepted the apology of a warrior of stature. If he were truly such a warrior, he'd be able to defeat an Abishai in hand-to-hand combat. So you're going to get them killed because they ruined a dress.
Updated my journal.
You obviously do not understand the intricacies behind this situation, she says. Well, I don't understand what the dress was like. No, she looks at you like you are an idiot child. I was embarrassed and humiliated in front of my husband and his underlings. And she looks angry. Yeah, I have some other questions. What can you tell me about this ward? Nothing. She looks about with distaste. Were it not for the fight, I wouldn't be caught dead here. Well, you might be just about to get caught dead here. Okay. She does have a very fancy dress. But that's probably not a nightgown. Okay, so we need to talk with... excuse me. We might need to talk again to Sebastian. Crap. There's an Abishai coming already. In an Armonian office, I don't know if this is... Oh, boy. Okay, let's have a chat with Gort before that Abishai moves in. This huge creature stands over 9 feet tall. Rippling muscles support its massive frame. It seems to be engaged in conversation with two similar creatures next to it. Greetings. He turns at your greeting and looks down and at you. A look of confusion crosses his features. Gort greets small one. Yeah, I have some questions. He gives you an apologetic look and shakes his head. Gort not speaking well your talk. Sorry, you ask Thorpe. And he gestures to the other creatures next to him. Would have been. Alright, thank you, I guess. Thorpe is that one over there. This creature is huge, standing over 9 feet tall. Rippling muscles support its massive frame. As you approach, he leers at you and laughs. Well, greetings. He looks down at you and gives you a friendly smile. What do you want, Smully? I have some questions. You got questions, maybe Thorpe got answer. He smiles at you. Who are you? He smacks himself in the chest with a thunderous blow. Thorpe! He raises his arm above his head and shakes his fist at the sky. Mighty warrior is Thorpe. All Thokola are mighty warriors. He places his fist on his hips and glares at you. Who you? I don't remember my name. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Nah, I think these guys are friendly. Yeah. He nods at you as he examines your scars. You got mighty scars. You must be great warrior, like Thorpe. He frowns and nods wisely. You got hit on the head too many times. Not remember name. Someday he'd come back. Okay, I have some questions. So what are you doing here? He barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Thorpe here with friends. He gestures at the nearby Thokola. We gonna barsh a flying lizard. He lets out a roar and begins to pound his chest with fists the size of hems. A flying lizard. He nods his head and begins to make crawling motions. Lizard, you know, but it fly. He begins to flap his arms like a huge misshapen bird. Eventually, oh wait a minute, he's not talking. Eventually, he settles down and looks at you expectantly. You mean a dragon? He snorts and raises his full height, to his full height. Thorpe, good, but he not that good. Someday Thorpe want to barsh dragon. He stares off into the distance with a longing expression, then sighs. But this not that day. Well, if it's not a dragon you're talking about, then what is it? Thorpe remember what Zanthia call it. Or Thorpe not remember what Zanthia call it. He pauses to think. It lizard, tall as Thorpe. Walk on back legs. Got wings, got claws. Red in color. Think she say they called Abishai? He pauses, then shrugs. Yeah, I've heard of something called an Abishai. Is that what you mean?
Updated my journal.
His eyes light up and he gives you a joyful smile as he nods his head. Yes, Abishai, flying lizard. Thorpe and friends barsh real good. Thorpe be a warrior of stature then. Zanthia accept apology. Yeah, what was this about Zanthia and an apology? Thorpe take friends to tavern last night. Thorpe gets stinking drunk, fall on Zanthia's table, spill drinks all over her. He looks embarrassed. Zanthia say she not accept apology unless Thorpe be warrior of stature. So, killing an Abishai is supposed to give you stature.
Updated my journal.
Zanthia say so. Thorpe not know. I see. Well, what can you tell me about this ward? He stares at you for a moment, then shrugs. Thorpe not know. Thorpe new here. He gives you a childish smile. Thorpe here for fun. Yeah, you're going to barsh an Abishai. That's right. Thorpe and friends barsh. Yeah, right. So you said you were going to fight an Abishai. Okay, so he goes back to that. I'm gonna warn him. I've learned that Abishai can only be hurt by magical weapons.
Updated my journal.
He gives you a worried look. Need magic? How you know? I've talked to Zanthia. This is not gonna end well for her. And I don't care. Yeah, I've talked to Zanthia. She told me. He seems confused at first, then a look of realization appears on his face. Zanthia play Thorpe for a coney. She lie. Try get Thorpe and friends dead. Yeah, I'm afraid so, Thorpe. He nods. Zanthia not deserve apology. Thorpe free from debt to her. Yes, you are free of your debt. Thorpe, thank you. You save life. You save life of friends. And he turns to the other Dak'kon and speaks to them hurriedly. After a moment, all three bow to you, and each hands you a pouch of coins. Well, thank you, I guess. Thank you, you good friend. You deserve. Well, I must be going. Farewell. Okay, I do need to kill an Abishai, but I can kill an Abishai. Let's have a chat with Zanthia over here now that she's... Okay, I thought they were gonna kill her, to be honest, but, no, they didn't. You see Zanthia, she gives you a look filled with hatred. You warned the brute, didn't you? Yeah, I did what I felt was right. Well, I wish there was another line over here, but I could push her buttons so hard. Anyway. She nods her head slowly. I will not forget this insult. Good day to you. And she turns and leaves. Oh, you will not forget the insults I will give you next. You fat ass oaf. Wait a minute, is oaf just for men? I don't know. But your ass is fat. Yep. Okay, we're good. Black Abishai, you just have Abishai going around. That's good, because the thing is... Kill Grozuk. That's the Abishai I need to kill for Sebastian over here. And he's gonna take care of my scars. We also learned about that last episode. Lower War townsperson, a Nazi. Did I talk to you? Isn't he a Duster? You see a sickly Githzerai woman. It's a Githzerai. There's a lot of these guys around. She's hunched and bent, and her constant coughing is obviously a source of pain to her. She holds a handkerchief that is practically soaking with blood, tissue, and phlegm to her face. She spies you and hisses. Oh boy. Tissue. Well, she's dead. She's gonna... how can you... Oh, what the hell? I am not... Okay. Greetings. She stares at you and speaks a few mumbled words to Dak'kon. Dak'kon glances at you and says, she cannot understand your speech. She says, she is dying. What's she dying of? Her name is Anazi. She says she used to work in a meat-curing house here in, until a half-month ago when the illness became too much for her to bear. She was abandoned, evicted from her, evicted from her home and left for dead. Speech pains her, and her illness has crippled much of her mind. She says if you're coughing all the time, it will make you crazy, yes. She says there is nothing she can give you of value. And? Know that she will not recover, says Dak'kon. I can put her out of her misery, that is all. As a Zerth of the people, it is my responsibility to provide an alternative. That's what she wants? I mean, if she's in pain, is this just a plain and simple, euthanasia, or is it? But make it painful. I think it might be. I don't know, or I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that's Dak'kon's choice, really. That'd be merciful, Dak'kon. Dak'kon draws his blade and waits for the woman to prepare herself. Okay, so she's into that. Okay, fine. She touches the unbroken circle of Zerthimon he wears for a moment. Oh, the Dak'kon. Huh, she's touching his circle. And her face is stoic. His blade is a blur, and when he has completed the stroke, she lies bleeding on the hard stone of Sigil's streets. Well struck, Dak'kon. Let's go.
Updated my journal.
My skills have increased.
Indeed, you guys both leveled up. Look at you being levelly up and all that. Good stuff. And I'm pretty sure I'm not getting health anymore. Why? Huh. I don't know. This door is locked. Failed. Oh, hi. But no, don't. Are they training? They're training. It's all fine. I thought they were just trying to intimidate me or something. But it's all good. I'm not going to level them up right now because I don't think I need it. Let's see. 11 bandages. That's quite a lot. And excuse the hiccups, please. Thank you very much. Oh, boy, the hiccups. This ruined wagon is quite useless. And we got Darren, Harmonian officers, slaves, a girl named Trist. I wonder if she's a slave. Maybe. She does kind of look like that female slave over there. And then, well, let's have a chat with Emin over here. The man has rough, leathery skin with a pale yellow cast and gaunt features. His nose is small and highly placed, and his ears taper to points. A tracery of tattoos and scars cover his body. He is dressed in strange, gaudy leathers that look more ornamental than combat-ready. His eyes are like two small black stones, and they track you as you approach. Before you reach him, Dak'kon pauses. I would caution you against speaking to this Githyanki. What's a Githyanki?
Updated my journal.
Githyanki and Githzerai were once a common stock. We were slaves and food for the Illithids, mind flayers, who devoured our lives in order to succure, I think that's how it's pronounced, their own. One of our ancestors, the warrior queen Gith, led us to victory against the Illithids, and we escaped. We have waged unending war on the mind flayers ever since. However, there was disagreement over the future of our people. Upon the blasted plains, our leader, Zerthimon, made the pronouncement of two skies, and steel was bared. One race became two. It is a rift that cannot be crossed peacefully. Yeah, we're going to speak to him anyway. Dak'kon nods. Morte rolls his eyes. Fools rush in. The Githyanki, so it means that he's a Githzerai. And this is a Githyanki. Okay. The Githyanki has been watching your approach and seems to ignore you entirely. Dak'kon, who wails on the walls of Shraklor, an unexpected surprise. He draws his weapon. Dak'kon also draws his blade. Yimin, your blood shall corrode the flagstones of the street. Let's stand between them and say stop. Dak'kon speaks to you, though he never takes his eyes off his opponent. Hold fast, and do not stand between our blades. Let it go, Dak'kon. Dak'kon speaks to the Githyanki. Yimin, this is not a place for battle. The entire multiverse is our battlefield, dog. There are no sanctuaries, there is no peace. You shall die. The Githyanki attacks. I'm gonna attack the Githyanki. Because, well, actually, it doesn't really matter. But I'm still gonna fight them, because screw you. Is there more? Oh, there's more of them. Okay. Soldier. Oh, boy, there's a lot of them. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Okay. So, maybe I should have leveled up. I guess maybe not, because we're gonna lose a little bit of health. So, this guy's completely surrounded. Yeah, she's taking damage. That's okay. Let's attack this guy instead. Let's bring you around over here so I can do a little bit of damage over there, and that's a good kill. So I can get you to attack that, and you attack this one instead. Good stuff.
Rock sings true.
Yes. And they're all dead. Okay. Yeah, see, Morte? This is how we deal with things. Very, very good. Very, very easily, actually. Okay, so I want... Who's talking over me? Shut up. I want people to carry around treasure. It's gonna be her. Okay, and let's level them up and see what happens. So she is gonna need detect traps is always a good thing. Open doors is always a better thing. I'm gonna go with detect traps because I really want to be capable of taking care of those. So do that, and I didn't look at what else she got. She doesn't really have spells, so it doesn't matter. As for you, you have saving throws improved, fighting skills have improved as well. 7 hit points gained plus 2 hit points gained from Constitution bonus. Very nice. Okay, and that's that. They do not heal up. I do apologize for the cough. They do not heal up on level up, so yeah, that's that. And let's have a chat with Dak'kon, see what that is all about.
What is your will?
Dak'kon turns to you, his eyes like polished coal, his blade is shimmering, the metal swimming like oil film on a pond. When Dak'kon speaks, his voice is level and strong. There is none of the scratchiness you heard before. What is your will, he says. Okay, Dak'kon, what is Dak'kon's forehead creases, as if he was struck a blow. It is not my will that we speak of that place. Dak'kon, tell me, what is Draklalalor? Okay, so he... Huh. Dak'kon is silent for a moment. No, it is the place where I died my first death. What is this place? It is one of the great homes of the people. It has suffered many wounds in its life. One of its scars is by my hand. What do you mean? Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dak'kon rises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him as he stares at it. It sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. Go on. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dak'kon speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Go on. Long have I known the words of Zerthimon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthimon. The Zerth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthimon without knowing the words of Zerthimon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words? No. Dak'kon's voice is edged, and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words. Yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words as Zerthimon knew them. And so division formed. As my mind became as two, as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Githzerai, many hundreds of scores of Githzerai, doubted, struck that city, died that day. So those that follow you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthimon came. Know that their hatred of his words and the people which is the Githzerai, lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, and they brought war with them. Many Githzerai drowned in the chaos and beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade as if it is blistering. Know this happened long ago. And what happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shakrasalor, know that my self was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided. I was adrift upon limbo seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. How did you survive?
Updated my journal.
As you speak the words, you feel a strange crawling sensation eat its way through the back of your skull, and your vision blurs. You take a deep breath and steady yourself. For some strange reason, you feel nauseous, as if the landscape had just started spinning around you. How did you survive, Dak'kon? I suffered, he says. As I neared death, I came to know myself. I survived. That is all. Well, I see. There are other things I would know. So that was because we talked to that guy, right? Okay, so I'm gonna speak more of that way. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. That's good. I'm not really sure I understand what he means though by trusting the words of Zerthimon and not. I'm still not completely sure about all of that, but anyway, these barrels are empty. The hoops binding the wood are almost completely rusted through. Can you guys shut up? There's a lot of noise going on. These guys. I mean, it's the market, so yeah. Let's have a chat with Darren over here. You see a boisterous auctioneer. He's very animated and does a lot of shouting, yelling, and stomping. He seems to have a tendency towards melodrama and makes a lot of strange facial expressions as he waves his arms. I've known people like this, and it's weird. Greetings. He glances at you and motions to the crowd that is taking a break. Well, 1,000 greetings do I bestow on you, sir. He does a double take when he notices your scars. You know, I take one look at you with my discerning eye, and I see a man in the market for some healing charms. Do you have any healing charms? He gives you a shocked look and gestures grandly at himself. Do I, Darren, have any charms? He pauses for effect. No, sir, I do not. However, don't let that fact discourage you. I have plenty of other items for sale. And he points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stands. The group stands or the people stand. I don't know how that goes. Anyway, stands in chains. You sell slaves? He shakes his head. No, sir. These are indentured servants, not slaves. For the most part, they are guilty of minor crimes. They the proceeds from their sale go towards paying their debt to the city. After their term of servitude, they will be free citizens once again. So I can say the truth. I can't lie here. Sure. Sounds like slavery to me. Well, it actually. This is. Yeah. Well. It does, I mean, I can't say that if I lived in this world, I would see this as slavery. This is pure and simple slavery. There's no way around that. It's inhumane, and it's demeaning, and it's terrible. But I can't say that if I lived in this world, I would think like that. So my character probably doesn't think like that as well. So let's just say this one. It sounds like a good way to pay their debt to society. He gives you a bright smile. I don't concern myself with such thoughts. My task is to sell their contracts as given by the courts of sigil. He lowers his voice as he leans in closer. And collect a percentage for my efforts, you understand? He straightens. Yeah, you said they were guilty of crimes. What crimes did they commit? He shrugs his shoulders in an exaggerated way. I don't know for certain, but I would guess theft, assault, or not being able to pay their debts. Those are the most common transgressions, after all. I see. So, can I ask you some questions? Little time for such wig-wag, friend. There's dealing to be done. Speak quick. Who are you? Darren's the name, friend. Can it be you have not heard of me? I'm wounded. Verily I am. He smiles wider at the... He smiles wider at the feigned wound. No one finer or more well-known for bringing people who want people a little closer together. He points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stands in chains. Do you be wanting someone, friend? Yeah. Anyway, let's continue talking to him on the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Planescape Torment. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.